Tonight, as United Artists Cable presents the Best in Racing, the final 1991 version of Checkered Flag. And it's presented draft. Get out of the old, get into the cold. Along with Em and Han as we dodge the rain clouds tonight. So far, no rain, a few sprinkles, but it should be all right. We've got a great car count tonight.
It's a great deal. I think what we need to do is quit selling our T-shirts and sell umbrellas tonight. But got 50 mini stock, going to have 6 heats, an A, B, C, and a D feature in that. Got a full field of IMCAs and factory stock, so we're going to have a good racetrack tonight, too.
J.B. Haney's part of our broadcasting crew, and as usual, he's in the pits with a guest at this time.
Winning awards is always important in any sport, and especially here in racing. And visiting with J.C. Wilson from Sapulpa High School, 16-year-old here at Creek County, driving in the mini stock division. And J.C., the award that you would very, very much like to win here at Creek County is Rookie of the Year. Tell me, what is the Rookie of the Year? How do you have to go about to win it?
Well, probably your top points leader, being rookie out here, would probably win it. And like I said, there's quite a few new kids out here, and the old Chris Gammon's in the car 91. He's pretty tough. I think he's 15th or 14th. I'm in 20th. We're just trying to press hard to come up and catch him.
Well, JC, we want to wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thanks, guy.
JC Wilson. Now let's go back upstairs to Don King and Emmett Hahn.
Thank you, JB. As we get set for our first of 3 factory stock 8-lap heat races, let's remind you that Checkered Flag is brought to you in part by Dick Lane's Kawasaki Yamaha Sea-Doo, with 2 locations in Broken Arrow and Grand Lake. By the Tulsa Speedway, the greatest show on dirt, Highway 75 and 66th Street North. By Creek County Speedway, the place to race, 4 miles west of Sapulpa on Highway 66. And by Hallett Motor Racing Circuit, home of the Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving.
Full roast out here. We're 1,000 miles from anywhere. Is that a ship? No one will save us.
3 Miller Genuine Drafts.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Make plans this summer to visit Oklahoma's only professional road racing facility, Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. Just 30 minutes from downtown Tulsa at the Highway 99 exit, Cimarron Turnpike. Hallett is a full-service racing facility, offering the spectator and competitor over 20 weekends of on-track competition, along with high-performance driving and rider schools. Hallett is also perfect for race preparation, testing, and enthusiast club meetings. Need a race car? Hallett can provide that too. For more information, contact Hallett Motor Racing Circuit.
Welcome back to Creek County Speedway. Don King, Emmett Hahn, J.V. Haney, as we get set for our first of 3 heats for the factory stocks. 5 cars in this affair and an 8-lap heat race. This one features 01 Paul Holt, who is your leader. We got trouble already in the front straightaway. Car 75, Wesley Bose, hits the infield. They continue to go. They get the green light.
I hope this is not things to come tonight.
Bud Hall, number 84, your leader with car 21, Ken Fox from Tulsa. Now taking the lead from Paul, and the gentleman in the blue car is Paul Holt. He's your season standings leader.
Paul, you know, he's cut some tires off out here, but when he hadn't had car trouble, Paul's been pretty tough out here.
And most of the guys having trouble handling here at the first heat race. Is that usually the case? Seems like the first heat race, guys always seem to have problems.
It's a little bit slick down there on the bottom, but if it's not, really, if you don't have it a little bit wet early when you're running as many cars as what we are, well, then your feature gets real dry slick. And I think with it being cloudy and wind kind of dying down here, I think we'll have a good racetrack tonight. Hope took over the lead there with the 21 car.
He's having a great season in the factory stocks. As I mentioned, the season points leader and 150 points ahead of Jimmy Owen. He and Owen are the only 2 drivers to have raced in 9 weekends this year.
You know, Jimmy, he even before we enlarged the racetrack out here, Jimmy had run a pro stock out here on Saturday nights and run his factory stock at Tulsa on Friday, and he was in a points race out there. So now then he's had to kind of park his pro stock and just come out and run his factory stock with us out there on Saturday night, and he's done a good job at it.
There's a look at Paul Holt in the factory stock, 01, of course, coming from a racing family.
I don't know how many of them Holts is there.
There's Ted, and there's Ted Jr. and Paul, and it seems like there's a couple of more.
Yeah. You guys, we could line them up and run them all in one race.
Really? Don Holt is another one.
You know, and I know they all can't be spring chickens because the Holts was racing out there at the Speedway when I was running.
Is that right? White flag out for Paul Holt, who will capture another heat race here at Creek County Speedway. He'll finish first. Car 21, Ken Fox second. And 83, Tom Halford finishing third as the crowd looks on here, dodging the rain clouds here at Creek County Speedway. Second of 3 8-lap heat races for the factory stocks. Jeff Grissom, car 66. On the pole, and also on the front row, Bristow's Randy Bailey in car number 8. And look for a couple of fine drivers. Car 14, Bobby Doris from Broken Arrow, and car 77, Earl Kearns in the back of the pack.
Well, you can tell it's a little slick down there on the bottom. Where's our 6 car? He's not here tonight, is he?
No, he's not.
He's run awful good, whether it's TV night or not. He's
Terry Downing?
Right.
I've got him listed here in the next heat race. So,
okay.
He might be here. Lester Davis, or Lester Cook isn't here.
Okay.
There's your leader in car number 8, Randy Bailey from Bristol, 19th place in the season standings. And right next to him is the red number 14, Bobby Doris, who's in 5th place in the season standings. And Earl Kearns brings up the rest of the pack.
You know that Earl, now he's not going to get a trophy for having the best looking car out there, but his car gets around the racetrack pretty good. Yes, it does. And he does a good job of driving.
These factory stocks, of course, now here on Saturday nights and at Tulsa on Friday nights. Your wife's better have a little more patience with them, hadn't they? Because they're racing 2 weekends now, two per weekend now.
Well, they got to look at the bright side of it. It's back to back, so that means they don't have to spend all week maybe working on their car.
And if you're good at it, you make more money.
Yeah, that's what you tell your wife. You don't want to tell them that you may have to spend more money to run 2 nights a week.
Ooh, 3 abreast as we get down the front chute. Bailey holding off Kearns. He's a tough guy to hold off.
Ooh, we're fixing to have a lead change.
We are. Earl Kearns, the 3rd guy to take the lead, and Bailey hits the wall on the back straightaway, and he has troubles as he cuts off 14 Bobby Doris. So now it is all Earl Kearns' race.
The sparks on that back wall didn't bother him at all. He just
kept going. How was your wife? Was she, obviously she was supportive of you as long as you raced.
I think supportive is a good word. That sounds better than tolerant. I tell you what.
Now she's tolerant of you. She was supportive of you.
That's right, yeah.
White flag out from Earl Kearns, who is 4th in the season standings in the factory stocks here at Creek County Speedway. Just behind Paul Holt, Jimmy Owen, and Terry Downing.
Do I see some shiny spots on the racetrack?
Yeah, especially here in the front straightaway. There's a good shot. As you see those little dots there in the top left screen, that is mud that flies up on the camera.
Well, I can't imagine how in the world he could get mud with him sitting right.
Earl Kearns wins our 2nd of 3 heat races for the factory stocks, so we're setting up for quite a trophy dash with the factory stocks with Paul Holt, Earl Kearns, and, well, let's say either Jimmy Owen or Terry Downing maybe in the next race as we get set for heat race number 3. In this 3rd heat race, Jimmy Owen in car number 1 in 2nd place in the standings, and car number 6 at the back of the pack also Terry Downing in 3rd place in the standings. Jumping out to the lead in car 54, Coeita's Dina Ketchum as she battles with Steve Taylor, car 52. Ketchum grabs the lead. She is 8th in the season standings and a pretty good driver.
She does a good job out there. I know one night she had a trophy dash won until the last quarter of a lap and lost it for a little bit, but she's done a good job.
She's holding off Ron Glover, who's in second. A big battle for third. Steve Taylor, 52. You see him leave your picture in car number 20 in the battle for third. That's David Oxford. And he is battling Jimmy Owen, who now takes over third place. Now, will all these advance to the A feature?
Yep, all three heats, all of them will go in the main. I think we've got 18 of them out here tonight. And Jimmy Owens, he's moved to the outside. I think he's just moving into second place down the backstretch. Dina better look out. He's coming on.
Taking care of business, Jimmy is. Meanwhile, Terry Downing, and as I say that, Owen bites the dust, hits the infield, and Terry Downing, who had problems, moves all the way up to fourth. Owen drops back, but still able to maintain third place.
He could come in and tell his owner that the back end got so far out that the chassis quit working.
The wind has died down. No more rain here at Creek County Speedway. At least let's hope not, as we're halfway through this third and final heat race for the factory stocks. And Dina Ketchum, it's just a Sunday ride for her. She's having no problem. You see her lead there.
And Jimmy Owens is coming back to the front again. Moving into second again down the back straightaway.
Two new drivers in the factory stocks tonight. Jim Estes from Glenpool and Jim Barrett from Tulsa, who appeared in their first two heats. So we have a few new drivers too, not only in the factory stocks, but quite a few new drivers in the mini stocks.
You know, our mini stocks, we've been picking up 3 or 4 or 5 new drivers each week for the last couple, 3 weeks. Of course, we need to, because you get some up tore up and it sets out a week or two. But this is the first time that we've got up and hit the 50 number on our mini stock. They may be getting ready for our Creek Cadega next Sunday.
That's right. Next Sunday starts at 2 o'clock, Labor Day weekend. Come out and watch the mini stock Creek Cadega, 100 laps. Steve Taylor in car 52. You might have seen him there in the foreground as Dina Ketchum gets the white flag. There's her lead over Jimmy Owen. Terry Downing in third. Taylor hit the wall in the back straightaway and lost his radiator, it appears. He headed to the infield. And look at Jimmy Owen. Boy, he is chasing Dina Ketchum.
She better be ready out, because he's down there on the berm, kind of doing a little cheating there, isn't he?
And cost him. Dina Ketchum wins the heat race, and her fans are on their feet. They like it. Jimmy Owen second, Terry Downing third. As we complete the factory stocks and the heat winners, Paul Holt, Earl Kearns, and Dina Ketchum from Coweta. And we're coming back with the IMCA heat races as Checkered Flag continues from Creek County Speedway, and it's presented by Miller Genuine Draft.
Creek County Speedway, 3 nights of weekly dirt track racing excitement on the quarter mile. Thursday nights, it's micro sprints, odysseys, and speedway karts. Fridays, the super modifieds, super mini stocks, and mini sprints. Saturday evenings, it's the IMCA Modifieds, factory stocks, and mini stocks. Racing begins each night at 8 p.m. Creek County Speedway, 4.5 miles west of Sapulpa on Highway 66. Now, for easier access, take the Highway 33 exit off the Turner Turnpike west of Sapulpa.
Some 18 years ago, a team of Kawasaki engineers stood on the bank of a Carlsbad, California lagoon. After 2 years of testing, their dream had become a reality, and the jet ski watercraft phenomenon began. Today, Kawasaki offers the most extensive line of personal watercraft in the world. And while much has changed, one fact remains the same. If it isn't Kawasaki, it isn't jet ski.
Get your jet ski at Dick Lane's Kawasaki in Broken Arrow or at Port Carlos on Grand Lake.
Underway for our first of 3 IMCA modified heat races. 8-lapper. Look for Tim Bailey, car 21. He's in second place in the season standings. But these are good-looking cars.
Well, they are. I'll tell you what, these guys have, just week after week, have probably put on the best show of any class of cars we've had out here on either night. Last week, I was gone to Knoxville and wasn't out here, and they said that our IMCA's, Mike York and Keith Campbell and Bailey, put on probably the best show that's ever been run in Creek County.
Good-looking cars. The leader there is 97 Leroy Cook Jr. from Tulsa. Nice battle for second, third, and fourth, as you see there.
Bailey's working on that second place.
Car 59 is the leader. That's Billy Cramp from Tarleton. It is Cook who is in second, and now he loses second to Tim Bailey.
Cook got there's a little bit high down there where it was slick and kind of pushed the front end, got up out of the groove.
There's a look at Billy Cramp from Tarleton, 22nd in the season standings.
Got a racer from Tarleton? All right.
You know where Tarleton is?
Yes, sir. They used to have a fireworks deal there, didn't they?
I think
used to.
Woo, woo. Car number 80, Frank Graven from Cushing, who's got a new paint job. Hits the infield, and he'll fall to the back. Right now, Billy Cramp, you see there, trying to hold off one of the better IMCA drivers, Tim Bailey.
You know, Frank Graven there in the 80 car, he's got Sunoco for a sponsor. He's one of the very few IMCAs out here that's on gasoline. Most all of these are running on methanol, and I guess if you got Sunoco as a sponsor, you need to run some of their 95.5 or 93.5 octane.
There's a look at Billy Cramp, car 59 from Tarleton.
He's fixing to get a good look at Bailey too,
Yes,
I think.
He is. Boy, this is a battle. And Graven's right behind, right in front of them, but he's down a lap.
It's going to get very interesting.
It is.
White flag coming out. One more lap.
Look at this.
What do you do? Woo!
Bailey got the inside. He pushes him. Well, they're not. Neither of the three are giving an inch. Here we go.
This is a good race.
Checkered flag. Who's it going to beat? Bailey on the inside. Cramp on the outside. What do you call that? No way.
We're sitting in the wrong position to be calling this, John.
Billy Cramp could use it more. He is again 22nd in the season standings. Bailey is second in the season standings. Cramp coming in 28 points behind Jody Lingle for 21st place in the standings.
21, Bailey wins it.
21, Tim Bailey with another heat win. Cramp second, but they'll both advance to the A features. We get ready for heat race number 2. There's your front row. 0, Rusty Wisely, and number 1, Tom Downs on the front. Mike Osborne from Tulsa and Scott Ramsey, a couple of new drivers in the back. Ramsey is 0-1 at the very back of the pack, and number 5, Mike Osborne, is also from Tulsa.
I'm seeing them new cars come out, Don. That's another thing. We got some guys that runs pro stocks on Friday night that came out and got rules. So we've got, I know of 3 new IMCAs that we'll have coming out next year from some of our group out here that's in different classes.
And you got 4 of the some odd 50 new drivers tonight in the mini stocks.
Yeah, that has been a good class for us. You get our front row there to slow down. They're wanting to take off and get racing here.
Get the guys in the back to catch up. Number 1 is Tom Downs, 15th in the season standings, and Rusty Wisely from Broken Arrow is 28th in the season standings. Keep your eye on the second row. 66 Earl Redmond, 5th in the standings, and number 2 Bobby York, who is 6th in the standings. And car 63 is Keith Campbell. He's 3rd in the standings. So got some pretty talented drivers in this race.
Bobby got him a good break there in the first corner.
York in second, battling Downs. Ooh, and then York
got on the brakes there to keep getting into him, and that's what we've been needing out here in our IMCA class.
Pretty competitive between these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, this is, for the people that don't know, this is a class that they've got a claimer on their engines of $350, so they can't put, it's not good business to put a lot of money in your car if you got a chance of somebody claiming it out there for $350, and I think that's what's made this class so competitive.
Now, these guys can race. In other words, they don't have to modify their cars any if they go to Muskogee or wherever they might go.
Right, it's all on, running on a national point deal, you know, here in Tulsa, Muskogee, Tri-State, Enid. There's just a lot of racetracks around here running them, and it's I think the reason being is it's an inexpensive car. You don't have to pay them a ton to, you know, of a purse. So, boy, they do put on a show. They're having a battle up front there, aren't they?
Downs in front, York in second. York's got a for sale sign on his car. Of course, York, a familiar name with Pete York and Mike York. Bobby takes the lead.
You know, Bobby runs a super modified out here every Friday night too, so he's out here every night we race.
York in first, down second, Campbell third.
Got us a little smoke down there. Somebody may have just sold their engine.
That's a new driver, Scott Ramsey, and he'll head to the infield, and we get a yellow flag as car number 5 also heads to the pits. The 2 new drivers we talked about earlier, Mike Osborne.
I think the reason they threw the yellow flag right there, I think Tommy Downs probably hit it. I think that car blowed an engine up there, and they probably hit some oil up there, and that's probably what happened to Tommy.
That gives us a chance to talk a little racing around Tulsa, and we'll look at the Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. Talk to you about the Citgo Kama Challenge, round number 8 that comes your way Sunday, September 22nd. The Kama cars and motorcycles from the Hallett Road Racing Club. And that is, they put on a great show out there. Gates open at 10 o'clock on September 22nd. Admission $5. That includes a paddock pass. It's located 30 minutes west of Tulsa at the Highway 99 exit of the Cimarron Turnpike. And if you need more information, call Stevens Racing and talk to Mike or Shay or whomever at 583-1134. So after we started with 7, we're down to 4 cars. 5 laps down, 3 to go. Bobby York ahead of Tom Downs, Keith Campbell, and number 0, Rusty Wisely. Right now it's between York and Downs.
You can see Tommy Downs. I was just watching him right there. He's got a push getting in the corner right there, and he gets him up there where it's slick. Just let Keith Campbell slip underneath him right there.
Campbell 3rd in the season standings. Had been 1st, and then Mike York was up there, and now it is Larry Roof who is atop the IMCA standings with the white flag out. Roof will be in the next heat race. We'll see how Campbell does against Bobby York.
Well, Bobby pushes down here. This Keith Campbell's liable to get under him. Well, he got it turned that time.
And Bobby York will win the second of 3 heat races in the IMCA Modifieds. As you see your results, we get ready for the 3rd heat race for the IMCAs here at Creek County. On the front row, Jody Lingle, number 17, Jim Sams, 42. But keep your eye on Mike York, number 3, who's 7th in the season standings. 25, Mark Massengill is 4th in the season standings. And Larry Roof, your season leader in car number 52. He's in the white 52 at the back.
And then Greg Skaggs in that 27, he's fast. I mean, we got four guys right here that has won features out here.
Jim Sams, 42, the leader. And look at number 3 shoot through. That's Mike York. Wow, he found an opening and shot through it.
Mark Massengill there in the yellow 25 running 3rd. He's not flashy, but he's sure getting there.
You know, he's pretty consistent. I mean, he doesn't get a lot of the publicity. You don't hear a lot about Mark like you do the Yorks or the Campbells or the Roofs, but Mark's 4th in the season standings.
You just watch him, and he's just always there. I just seen him right there on TV. He's puffing some smoke right there, and he was doing that in hot laps. Don't look like it's a performance of an inning.
Mark's dad is one of the crew members. He raced 1 year, I remember, in Florida.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Halfway mark. Yeah, halfway mark. Now we're fixing to have us another one of these finishes up here. We're fixing to get 3 abreast here in a minute. Guys, Roots back there having him a little trouble back there in the back.
Yeah, he is. Those are the top 3, and then there's a big pack for that 4th spot. 4 cars. Right there are your 3 leaders. Massengill in the yellow 25, and there is 42, Jim Sams. This is Sams. Well, I was going to say his first race. That's not right. He's 19th in the season standings, but certainly doesn't have the experience that the 2 guys behind him do.
No, this is the best race I've seen him run out here all year long. He's got 2 fast cars right behind him now that's
What do you do, Emmett? If you're Jim Sams, you know you don't have the car that the other two guys do. What do you try to do?
Well, you know, and that's one thing that you can't really dictate on a set form of what you would do. Just like tonight, however your car's working. If it's good on the bottom or in the middle or on the top, just wherever it feels good, just do it right there and run your own race. I've seen so many guys. We got another close finish, sir.
You got it.
But I've seen so many guys, Don, when somebody comes up there to challenge them, then they get trying to block them and get out of their rhythm and in turn mess around and lose the race because they're trying to make their race car run someplace that they don't want to.
Good point. Jim Sams, however, didn't do that. And the Oakhurst native takes home the money for the heat win and will advance to the A feature and has a shot to take on Bobby York and Tim Bailey, the other heat winners in the IMCA heat races, as we come back to Creek County in just a minute.
Cold filtered. Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Come out for exciting racing action every Friday and Saturday night. Tulsa Speedway, Highway 75 and 66th Street North.
Welcome back to Creek County Speedway. Don King along with Emmett Hahn. J.B. Haney joining us in the pits, and we'll talk to the A feature winners. We're now ready with our first of 6 mini stock heat races, all 8 laps. On the front, Ron Spurgeon Sr. in 23 and 52 James Richmond on the outside. Keep your eyes on 75 Spencer Phillips.
He probably won't waste any time getting there.
There he's already in second. Tim Castelli, 59, is another guy to keep your eye on, and why not? Castelli's leading the race, and Phillips quickly in second. These two guys are heads and shoulders above some of these others.
Yeah, you know, the racetrack's a little bit different tonight, so I think we'll probably see some cars maybe that run better tonight than we didn't normally see run that good on an average night. Got a little shower here, and the racetrack's still a little bit slick, but I shouldn't say slick. Well, it is slick if you get up out of happening right now. They've just kind of got to dry in one spot and now they're going through the racetrack. Spencer's fixing to make it 2 grooves. Uh-oh. That's what you call it. Uh-oh.
Spencer from Tulsa.
We can find out as far as Spencer's back right there if it's a 1 groove racetrack. But if he reels him in real quick and then has trouble getting by him, then it's still a little bit narrow.
Tim Castelli is your leader. I believe Tim raced in or performed in the demolition derbies.
He won our last one out here, and he was our demo champion last year. And I've got to watch Tim, because every once in a while he thinks he's in a demo car out here, you know, every once in a while.
Midway through this 8-lap heat race. 4 down, 4 to go.
Tim's done a good job. In fact, I'm going to tell you what, Castelli, he's raced go-karts out here. He's run just about everything that we raced out here. He's just a racer that likes to race, and he's very competitive.
Castelli, 38th of the season standings, which is unusual for him, but he hasn't raced a lot here in the mini stocks. 8 out of 18 weekends.
Yeah, what happens, Tim works here at Liberty Glass here at the Spalding. They've got him on some night shifts. A lot of times he just can't get off work to get out here on Saturday night.
He knows that Spencer Phillips is right behind him, no doubt.
Spencer's got the first part of this job done. He's got him caught. Now the second hardest thing is to get by him. But he don't need to try to do what he done a while ago.
No, that's right.
That's one of them deals where the racetrack that's slick, he drives underneath him, you kind of have to pinch it down to keep getting into him, and that's what got.
Well, he did fall way behind, and now it's reeled him in. 1 lap to go. This one's going to go down. Ooh, they bump a little bit. Phillips gives him a little nudge, and they get into a little lap traffic.
Blind Joe may come into play in this race.
Blind Joe Serwinski having his problems. He heads to the outside. And Castelli holds him off. He holds off Spencer Phillips. We had some great races here. And we're just in the heat races. Haven't even got to the features yet. So Tim Castelli, your winner in the first mini stock heat race. On the front row of this heat race, Mark DeVore, 142 is his car number, and Tulsa's Oren Boers in car 53. Keep your eye in the back of the pack. Car number 60, Randy Minton, and car number 20, Mike Peterson. They're in the top 10 of the season standings of these mini stocks. And they get through turn 1 okay, turn 2 okay.
Well, as they come off turn 2, some of them got different color paint on their cars now.
For them, that's okay.
This is one of the few places you can race and change the color on your paint during the heat race.
Car 28 is your leader, Daryl Hatcher from Wagner. And car 20, whom I mentioned just a moment ago, Mike Peterson in second.
Even in the 60 car looks pretty good. Yes, back there running forward, trying to get by. 3 car.
We've got 50 cars registered in the mini stocks. That's needing 6 heat races, A, B, C, the D feature. And during the season, 102 have been listed as raced. And we've got 4 movements tonight, so 106 mini stocks have raced out here this season. That's incredible. That's great.
You know, if we had that 1,000 win, maybe all 106 of them show up with us 1,000 win.
Randy Minton makes a move ahead of Peterson and ahead of Hatcher. And now Hatcher drops out, and it is Minton in first and Peterson in second.
Something broke on Hatcher's car. Halfway mark.
Car number 83 in third place comfortably. That is Tulsa's Clifford Overton. And speaking of comfort, Randy Minton is well ahead of Mike Peterson.
You know, that's a new car. If you'll remember on Checkered Flag that one night, some of his kinfolks went over there to turn 2 wall in that car, and at the end of that race car, he got him a new one now.
And still doing well.
Well, he hadn't let any of his sister-in-laws or kinfolks drive this. We hadn't had any powder puffs, and not going to.
And the Minton family up on their feet. Randy, John race out here. Gene Sharp, part of the family. They are a loyal crew.
Yes, they are.
There's a look at the mud.
Like a little mud on the front of
there. White flag out for Randy, who is again third in the season standings in these mini stocks. Third out of 102. Just behind Jimmy Forster and Spencer Phillips. He's raced all 18 weekends.
Yep. I'll tell you another thing about Randy there. He takes his Checkered Flag right there. When we was making our racetrack a little different, he did both radios. He got the Checkered Flag in there. But old Randy, when he'd get off of work, he'd be out here helping us work on this thing in the evening. We was changing this to a quarter run.
Leanne Gilbert will start the pack in car 144 along with J.D. McAdams. Gene Sharp, car number 99, 7th in the season standings. Also in this race, here we go. Uh-oh. Ooh, we got a couple of them sideways, 3 of them sideways. Car 50, Mike Donnell in the white. That is 100, Ronnie Minton.
I got to compliment them guys. I asked them, please don't set on the racetrack for yellow flags. All 3 of them took off. If we could get everybody to do that, that would.
And Gilbert bumps with Dwayne Willard on the front chute, but no damage done. Yeah, you're right. And if they, that's one thing that these drivers should be commended about. They must have come out and watched the motorcycle championships in July.
Yeah.
And you fall off that thing, you go grab it and get back on and get after it.
It's kind of like riding a bull. Once you get off, that's half your problem. Just getting back up before they run over you. That's Gene Sharp. bumping on.
He's dogging him.
JD's back bumper there, wanting to take over the lead in this.
Adams in first, but Sharp looks like he's got him.
And the 31 car come right along there with Gene.
Dwayne Willard from Tulsa. Oh, I like how he's got, trouble in turn 2.
Ronnie Minton
really took a shot from Leanne Gilbert, but Minton continues to go. Now Gilbert doesn't. She hits the infield. Apparently she suffered a flat tire, it appears. Minton almost ran into that wall, that's the Minton wall over there, just out of turn 2. There's your leader, Gene Sharp, car number 99, and he's again holding off Tulsa's Dwayne Willard.
He don't need to get back up high like that again, or he won't be holding him off very long.
Like that. Well, Willard had a chance there, Emmett. Couldn't do it. That's not a beer can on Gene's hood there, is it?
No. Whoop. I think he just got him a double stack air cleaner coming out there where he gets some fresh air. If this racing gets any closer, he may need to put them on there where the driver gets some fresh air right here. He may be getting excited and holding his breath.
White flag out. Boy, they're neck and neck again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is this a little bump and run? Well, steady, boy. Now we changed a little color paint in this heat race too.
And Gene Sharp will come out a winner, as did his relative Randy Minton in the previous heat race. We've had some great heat races here tonight at Creek County Speedway, and more continue on Checkered Flag. Front row, as you take a look, car 82, Bill Mason from Wagner, and 38, that's truck 38, huh?
Yeah.
Bo Taylor from Sepulveda. Keep your eye also on Sis Smith, 01, 4th in the season standings, and a new driver this year, making their appearance, debut tonight, 96K, Oakley Shelton from Kellyville. And Oakley will be in the back of the pack, just kind of getting a feel for the track. Pickup truck, I like it.
Yeah, you know, car 54, pickup 38. Whoop. Ooh. They've been a little lighter back in.
Remember last time we were here, I couldn't get the words, were just coming out of my mouth. You know, Emmett, these mini stocks, they bump and grind each other, but you don't have to worry about getting upside down. And just as I said that, Dan DeLargy took a nice flip, and after that, boy, the wheels did come off in the mini stocks. They were all over the place. So even though this is a class that's, to me, would be a lot of fun if you're going to start in any sort of class, this would, to me, be the most fun.
This is one of the few classes in racing that you can make. Whoops, we got one in the wall in turn 2.
Car number 2, or 22. That is car 2.
Looks like he may have shortened the wheelbase on that a little bit.
Go ahead with your story, though.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Something about this class.
Oh, this is one of the few racing classes that you really have a chance of making enough money to pay for your car and really maintain the thing, because they're if you can get you a sponsor, because they do cut and roll some tires off from time to time, but really the engine in these things are stock. I bought 3 or 4 of these cars out here for $200, and in fact that Mike Peterson is one that I sold him a Pinot for $200. He raced that thing for a year and a half out here and run 2nd or 3rd in the feature one time. So this is probably the most inexpensive class that you can get into and have a chance of paying this way.
2 laps down for Freddie Harrell out of Tulsa, trying to hold off 143 Danny Davis from Sepulveda, and Sis Smith is in 3rd place in the white car. Shane Stewart was kind of the story here at the track a couple of summers ago and a little bit last summer, but I'm not so sure Sis Smith isn't the story of the summer here at Creek County.
I'm going to tell you what, she ran out here last year, and I'm going to tell you what, she's done a super job. She's improved 100%. I think they had an article on her here a couple of weeks ago on the Tulsa paper, and she has done a super job. Speaking of Shane Stewart, we wrapped up our Thursday night micro racing last Thursday. Shane won his win class out there, and he got him a full-blown sprint car, so he's probably running Tulsa Speedway tonight.
Smith moves up to second, right behind Danny Davis. Davis 17th in the season standings. Sis Smith is 4th.
Davis, his car runs pretty good. Sis is going to have her work cut out trying to. He got us a Mazda, I think, in this 35 car. I know these guys asked me about a Mazda, and I said we could bring it out and try and see. I didn't have any idea how one of these would run.
It's Jim Childress, who's a veteran here at the Speedway. He's trying her out and handling it pretty well.
Yes, he is. Hey, look at that. I just said Sis Smith was going to have her work cut out. I believe she just done it.
Giving it their best.
Guarantee you, she's giving him racing room. White flag, one more lap. But I believe he's going to pinch her down a little bit, not give her no room.
17-year-old Sis Smith battling with Danny Davis. Many more years for Davis, who gets pinched off by Smith, and she's going to win this thing. She is a crowd favorite. Also Sis Smith winning the 4th of 6 heat races with the mini stocks at Creek County Speedway. Our 5th heat race will feature Dan Brunel, car number 98, who's 5th in the season standings. A new driver, car 130, Bruce Thompson from Coweta on the front. Car number 21X, Mark Brossett, and taking the lead, Carl Lewis from Kiefer in car 133.
Carl kind of jumped out front there like there's no big thing.
Sure has.
Now we got the little 98. Dan Burnell coming through there. He's about 5th right now. Got us a pretty good battle back there for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Exchanging colors, paint again. I guess if your cars are both the same color, it's all right to rub a little bit.
Carl Lewis, 69th in the season standings.
He just parked the back wall. He just kind of ricocheted off the wall down there. It's not the quick way around. But it didn't bother him. Look at them white walls he got on there. You think he wasn't on the concrete wall? I'm proud of him. Stay in the gas.
Big battle. There's your battle for 2nd place.
I'd like to see Steve Kinder in one of these. See if he could outrun these guys.
You know? That'd be great. They're winning Knoxville last week. A lot of Tulsa guys that were up there last week.
Yes, it was.
Dan Burnell taking over 2nd, just ahead of Dan Hoover, who's in 3rd. But the story in this heat race, midway through, now 5 laps down, 3 to go, is Carl Lewis from Kiefer in car number 133.
You think if Carl Lewis wins this thing, he'll crawl out of it and do a 100-yard sprint for it?
I don't know if that's the same Carl Lewis, but he's running like the other
Yes,
Carl
he is.
Lewis.
Yes, he is.
69th in the season standings. He's raced only 3 weekends. Hasn't done bad with a 55-point average.
I'm going to tell you one thing. If this is just his 3rd week out, he's doing a good job. He's keeping this thing under control. He needs this white flag because this Dan Burnell's closing in on him, I think, in the 98 car.
Dan Hoover 3rd. And 21X. It's Mark Brossett hanging in on 4th. Hanging in the 4th place. Brossett is 102nd out of 102 cars. He's only raced 1 week this year, so he'll improve his stature, as will Carl Lewis, who has the fist in the air and then almost loses it going into turn 1. Don't get too happy, Carl. You got an A feature to go to with the mini stocks. And Carl Lewis from Kiefer with his first win here at Creek County Speedway. As some of the Creek County folks looking on, whether they're from Kiefer, Kellyville, Bristow, Sapulpa, they come all over for some Saturday night racing here at Creek County Speedway. Jim Drummond, car number 49, to start this 9-car field. And he grabs the quick lead. Just ahead of Chris Scammon in that 91 Citgo Special. Look at car number 3 jump inside there. There's J.C. Wilson.
He's the one that our last TV night endoed it down here in the feature. Well, we had our pickup 38, now then we got car 54 in this one. Jimmy Forrester, point leader's back there, and he's running about where he started, back at the back. Got Bill Pageant, our coach, he's back here.
This will probably be his last weekend. With football getting into high gear in a couple of weeks. You know, what a great way to relieve stress. I mean, you know, we all think about exercise and different ways that everybody now thinks of relieving stress. This has got to be a great way for a coach or whomever to get out here and relax and have some fun on the weekends and drive these things around the track. Car number 3 is having no problems. The Pulpa's J.C. Wilson.
Got somebody, is that 33?
That's 33, Tim Beatty. Tulsa. He's dogging him.
He's coming right in there doing a good job now.
Beatty's 35th in the season standings. Wilson's 20th. A nice stack for 3rd. We've got 5 cars battling for 3rd. And at 91, Chris Scammon in that blue Citgo Special. Every time he's out here, somebody's banging into him.
Yeah, they just want some enthusiasm.
His car is shinier than the rest of it. Looks a little better, and they just want to bang it up and make him feel like the rest of it.
Yeah. Jimmy Forrester, point leader, got into 3rd, but it don't look like he's going to run down them leaders.
Nope. It is J.C. Wilson's race right now. This will conclude the heat races. 3 in the factory stocks, 3 heat races in the IMCAs, and this is our 6th and final heat race for the mini stocks. A lot of racing continuing from Creek County as Wilson gets the white flag and Forrester starting to make a move. I don't know if he's got enough laps left, but he's right behind them. Oh, uh-oh. Beatty might.
Tim Beatty,
I'd be close.
Yeah.
It's a photo, and it is Beatty ahead of Wilson, who got behind car number 30. That's John Taylor, who's a new car. And it goes to Tim Beatty, who's 35th in the season standings in the mini stocks. Some great races here in the heat races, and we expect more of the same when we start the features as Checkered Flag continues from Creek County Speedway on United Artists Cable.
Creek County Speedway, 3 nights of weekly dirt track racing excitement on the quarter mile. Thursday nights, it's micro sprints, odysseys, and speedway karts. Fridays, the super modifieds, super mini stocks, and mini sprints. Saturday evenings, it's the IMCA Modifieds, factory stocks, and mini stocks. Racing begins each night at 8 p.m. Creek County Speedway, 4.5 miles west of Sapulpa on Highway 66. Now, for easier access, take the Highway 33 exit off the Turner Turnpike west of Sapulpa.
Some 18 years ago, a team of Kawasaki engineers stood on the bank of a Carlsbad, California lagoon. After 2 years of testing, their dream had become a reality, and the jet ski watercraft phenomenon began. Today, Kawasaki offers the most extensive line of personal watercraft in the world. And while much has changed, one fact remains the same. If it isn't Kawasaki, it isn't jet ski.
Get your jet ski at Dick Lane's Kawasaki in Broken Arrow or at Port Carlos on Grand Lake.
Welcome back to Creek County Speedway. Don King along with Emmett Hahn, and this is why everybody comes out to Creek County Speedway to see these bicyclists.
This is a serious racing right here. Seeing our flag, well, we got a green flag. We had an official standing out in the middle of the racetrack. I guess he was an obstacle. We have one down. Uh-oh.
There he is.
Well, one thing about it, he didn't have very far to fall. Look here. This boy here, he's looking back at second place right there.
Ooh. 007. Kyle Bradley finished his second. I think that was John Marshall finishing first. This is the 5 and under group. We'll wait for the official.
We still got
results.
Us a few stragglers coming back here. We got some with training wheels.
Chuck Owens applying the checkered flag, but they're still coming in the 5 and under.
Look at this. It's kind of like cartoons. I thought that one was just going to tump over on its side. See, you got to have pretty smooth racetrack, or them training wheels will get hung on a clot.
You saw 46 Derek Hacken.
True and becomes a blonde. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Registered here for this one. In the 7 and under.
Now, see, Tommy Dove has flagged a lot of things. Saturday night down here at Spalpa, or last Saturday it was Baby Crawl down at Spalpa Fest. Yes, so he's versatile.
Matt Ward, number 1, might be one of the favorites in this one. Jason Minton in that familiar number 100. Oh, crash and burn. Somebody crashed. Just out of the picture, he's okay.
Yeah,
he got got his head run over, but other than that, no, he's okay.
He's gonna be all right.
Somebody's leading the pack. There's your leader in the 7 and under. One time around.
I could say that was my grandson. That's Matt Ward,
Yep.
I think, out there leading it. I'm going to tell you right now, I can't see that far.
That's him.
If he runs out of gas, we got somebody coming in here in second spot. The slot will come in here and...
Looks like the 117 and Nathan C. coming in.
117 running second.
117 is Nathan C. Matt Ward first. Nathan C. easily in second.
Is that number 6? 4.
Number 6. That is Josh Moore. He finishes third.
Hey, he had safety helmet on too.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the background that took a spill.
Yeah, we got one down there in turn 4. The berm may have been a little bit too high. Well, we have a couple bikes down there. This is just pretty serious.
This is serious for the kids, isn't it? Right before they get ready for school. Look, he's upset.
Yeah. So let me straighten them handlebars and just give me one more restart here.
Tommy Dove with the checkered flag as we get ready for our third of 4 bicycle races. We've got the 8 to 11-year-olds up next. Number 1 might be your favorite there, J.R. McGehee, whose dad, Jerry, one of the fine drivers here at Creek County Speedway, I think in the super stocks. Jerry's had some car problems lately.
We may have enough here. We have duplicate numbers. Because that wasn't JR. I don't know.
No, that was Junior Alexander. Excuse me. McGehee still is one of the guys to look for, though.
Yes, he is. Well, I certainly can't see a number back on that back. I'm just...
Well, Emmett, get some new glasses, will you? Some of the familiar names in this race. Family ties, Downing, Serwinski, Spencer, Wilson, and McGehee.
Racing just runs in the family, don't it? Who have we got coming down here?
Coming down in front 2, bike number 1, J.R. McGehee.
J.R. McGehee.
He grabs first.
The second place didn't have a number.
Tommy Serwinski in the grand purple, I believe.
Well, I tell you what, you can't get me the story on this. I don't know who ran where. We had another crash down here. I wonder if them boys are getting a little bit winded when they're kind of crashing coming off of turn 4 right here. But, you know, they get in this 2-a-day in football practice. It'll get them in shape.
17 entries here in the 8 to 11-year-olds, including a couple of young ladies. One, Tiffany Taylor. As we get ready for the 12 to 15-year-olds. That is Mike Hurst in the front. We've got 10 entries in the 12 to 15, and we're underway. One lap around.
Now, and these boys at this age, now these boys are in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Look out, fellas.
You don't think one of them would reach over and kick one of them off, do you?
I'd hope not. I don't know who it is. It's the leader, but he really found an opening and wasn't afraid to get after it.
Uh-huh. Looked like he may have shifted gear or something. I mean,
he's in overdrive. That is number 4. No, I beg your pardon. See, I can't see either. 95, James Hurst.
Oh, he waved at the crowd. I like. Whoops, and then he crashed it after it's over. A little showbiz right there. Ain't nothing to it, he said. 95.
Bike number 2 ran third. Mike Quinton.
Well, now then, all these people are just going to have to go back and just watch regular old car racing.
And we get set now for the mini stock D feature here at Creek County. 12-lap mini stock D feature. We've got 7 cars in this affair. And how many of these are going to
take the top 4? Or if we just get down here where we got 4 running, I think they can throw a white and a checker. And that'll give us 16 cars in our C feature and our B feature and our main event. Whoops, we're changing color of paint again.
Car number 28, Daryl Hatcher, the leader. Boy, there's a mad scramble for second place.
You know, we're going to have to get the camera on this 1K. Remember our TV night has a brand new car? That boy's done a good job about keeping this thing kind of straight now.
1K is Doug Whitmire. I remember that.
Yeah.
There's your battle for second. Car 54 is in second place. That is
getting challenged for them for that position right now. Whoops, the leader's. Oh, I thought he was going to get him some white walls over there, but he missed it. What am I hearing there? Is that a car?
It's a car. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's the Whitmire car.
This surely couldn't be one of our leaders sounding like that.
Daryl Hatcher from Wagner, 39th place in the season standings, has the lead all to himself. No problem in this 12-lap D feature for him. The car you hear is, the background's 84 Butch Stegman from Tulsa. He's a new driver here at the Speedway this weekend.
You know, the leader right there, he don't have no mirror in there, and he probably thinks that this second place car is right on his phone.
Car number 30 in second place.
'84's got a flat on the right rear. They need to get him off the racetrack.
Now 6T takes over second place. That's Keith Hurst out of Oakhurst.
Well, they've got some driving to do to catch a leader, don't they?
Yeah, he goes way up top to try and get around some traffic and does so nicely. As you mentioned, getting by that black 84 who does have a Butch Stegman who has the flat tires. So right now it is that gentleman, car number 28, Daryl Hatcher from Wagner, and car number 6T from Oakhurst, Keith Hurst. There's the 1K, Doug Whitmire.
Look how straight that body is on that old car. He's raced out here a month since he was here last time. I don't think I've ever heard a car sound just exactly like that.
This guy is getting around the track in good shape. Speaking of the leader, there goes Whitmire in the 1K. There's your second place car, 6T. There's your leader, number 28.
Tell you what, he got out front and just took off running his own race.
Didn't he?
And he's having no problem right now. White flag, one more lap. So 4 of these guys will go on the back of our C feature here in a minute and give us 16 cars, and then we'll start changing some paint on some of these cars.
We to get by without any problems. Car number 30, a new driver out here, John Taylor, is going to take over third. Is going to take third place here in this race. How about that?
Yes, sir. That ain't bad. First time.
And winning the mini stock D feature is car number 28.
Before this, you never heard of cold filtered. Before this, you never heard of genuine draft taste in a bottle. Now hear this. Get out of the old, get into the cold.
Cold filter taste what it's all about. Never heat pasteurized, so the rich, smooth taste don't cook out. For those who discover its real draft taste, the world can be a very cool place.
Get out of the old, get into the cold. Miller Genuine Draft.
If you ever wanted to learn to drive a race car, Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving has the ultimate opportunity for you. A professional crew takes care of the details, providing a suit, gloves, helmet, race car, and one of the nation's most user-friendly tracks, Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. Some basics can be covered in the classroom, but the real education is on the track. That's where you will be, at the wheel of a real race car. Experienced instructors turn your dreams into reality. Contact the Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving.
Welcome back to Creek County Speedway. Don King along with Emmett Hahn on United Artists Cable, J.B. Haney in the pits. There's a look at Chris Scammon in the car number 91 as we get ready for this 12-lap mini stock C feature. J.B. had a chance to talk to him earlier.
Chris Scammon, who will be driving car number 91 here in the mini stock division at Creek County tonight. And Chris is a 9th grader at Jenks High School. And Chris, tell us, how did a youngster 14 years of age get involved in mini stock car racing?
Well, I started out, I wanted to drive four-wheelers and motorcycles, and my dad didn't want me to do that because it was too dangerous, so he looked around for like a sprint car and ended up finding my mini stock, and ever since then he's been building it with Gordon Harwood, and we just been moving up. We've had some trouble, but we're getting better.
Well, for your first year racing here at Creek County, you're number 15 in the point standings. I think that speaks very well for your driving, also for your pit crew. But when you're out there driving, do you ever get scared, or do you get worried about some of the older fellas, or you just go out there and do your thing?
I get nervous because I've seen some of the guys bump and hit the wall head on and things like that. But I mean, all you gotta do is you can't let it intimidate you, because then you get all nervous and you don't get into the racing. You just kind of go out and let everybody pass you, and then you expect to do good, but you can't get nervous.
Well, Chris, have you started maybe making plans for what you might want to do, Chris, in the future?
Yeah, I kind of want to drive stock cars when I get older, but I don't know. I kind of want to do that for a living. I don't know if I'm going to be good enough, though.
What do the kids in the neighborhood and the kids back at school think about you driving the mini stocks?
Well, not all my friends know about it. They just it's just a thing, but nobody really cares. It's no big deal.
Best of luck here tonight. We'll be watching you, Chris.
Thanks.
Chris Scammon driving car number 91, and we'll be watching him.
12-lap mini stock C featured, car number 48, Jim Drummond on the front row. I don't know who'd be my favorite in this one. Chris Scammon in the 91 car that JB just talked to. One of the more experienced drivers, and Daryl Hatcher winning the D is in this C feature. The pickup truck, Bo Taylor, having problems.
Well, I thought he was going to pick up some of that broken wall we had over there.
Jim Drummond, who was on the pole, shoots to the lead and is pretty comfortable until we get something in turn 3 and 4. And they're all turned around there. There's a look.
Kind of looked like NASCAR in Bristol, huh? When it got crowded right there. I tell you what, this Ronnie Benton in the 100 and the 5X car, they look like they're running pretty good back
Dan Hoover in the 5X car and Ronnie Benton in car 100. Hoover is 5X. This is 5 cars. Brian Norton. Okay. There's Minton in car 100. That is James Richmond. Drummond continues to lead this thing. There's your leader, left of your screen. Minton in second. Minton is reeling in.
Yes, he is.
5X, and Ford. A lot of cars on the track. They're spread all over.
Their guy one underneath feature there.
Hatcher, 28, he's in 5th place.
Yeah, he's right there. Just one more spot, and he gets to move up one more feature.